Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You may have thought the last map was pretty cursed. Well, I've got an even more cursed map for you guys today, because have a look at this. Well, actually, you can't actually see them on the mini-map, but 32 wolves. 64 wolves. 96 wolves. 128 wolves. Okay, you get the idea. There's 500 wolves on this map. And they're everywhere. They're guarding the little passageways here for players. We see here, like, it's kind of bonkers. It's kind of bonkers. There's a lot of wolves on this map. So, we did ban Roos. But, we do have another match coming up where it's Roos versus Roos. I'm just gonna say it. The bounty, or the bounty, is going to be absolutely crazy. It's going to be a fat bounty, I'll tell you that much. But anyway, we've got Matters playing as the Abbasid Dynasty here on the north side of the map in the color blue, and Sassy spawning in on the south side of the map in the color red, playing as the Mongols. So we'll have to see what sort of strategies players look to go for here, because they're going to be a lot more confined into the base here. Obviously, scouts can just walk about here, not have to worry about the wolves. But anything else does get affected. So if you want to bring a villager over here, it's going to get eaten by wolves. If Mongols want to pack up a silver tree and move it over here, it's going to get eaten by wolves. So, yeah. We're going to have to see what players look to do. Sassy is going to be going for a Dark Age barracks here. Does he not get the memo that there's 500 wolves on this map? How are you going to be killing these wolves? How are you going to get past these wolves with your spears, Sassy? Think about it. How are you going to get past... I mean, I don't think you can stick through there. I'm pretty sure these wolves will attack you. But we'll have to wait and see. We see here, Matt is going to be just going for a bit of a standard build here. I think it's definitely the smart decision. House of Wisdom coming up for him. As we see those first two spears going to be making their way around. Oh, does Sassy not know? Does he not know? I mean, he does know, but what is the plan here? Does he not realize? I mean, I guess you just use the movement arrow and run past. Oh, God. What is going on here? Yeah, there's the movement arrow coming through. Sassy's trying to run around the wolves. He can't get past here. Okay, he can. But he's now going to run into these wolves. This is like a maze right here of trying to get past wolves. Look at the amount of wolves. The amount of damage it's putting onto these spears right now. He's doing a good job, though, of avoiding the damage being put onto the villager, though. Oh, we need to do a version of this where these are old wolves, where they didn't have the leash on them. As we see, Sassy is able to get past here with minimal damage onto his spears and villager. One of them did take 6 damage, and Spearman did take quite a bit of health. But yeah, Matters is definitely not expecting this one, as we see that outpost going up for him. Matters, he spots it out. Gonna get pushed away from the stone. This is a god tier spot here for Sassy. Look at this, guarding the gold and the stone. House of Wisdom is coming through for Matters, though. Gonna be the eco wing. Which makes sense, right? I think we're gonna be seeing quite a boomy approach. Because sure, Sassy's able to move some villagers, well, a villager and some spears over here. But it's going to be so hard finding any sort of gold. Because it seems like all of the golds here are guarded by a lot of wolves. Especially this position over here. Have a look at all the wolves to this side. That's a lot of wolves. So I think it's going to be very tricky for players to move out for any sort of gold without doing some very, very crazy dodging stuff. So I think we're going to be seeing a bit of a turtle approach, and I think that's why Matters went for the Abbasid Dynasty. They don't need that much gold. They love their cheap units, right? They love spears, they love archers, composite bows, and phalanx upgrades. This makes them really, really good. So they don't need to think about going too heavy into gold units. So I think that's the plan here for Matters, and that's why he only needs this 1 gold in the base. Sassy, on the other hand, I'm not exactly sure what the plan is here with the Mongols. I guess the plan was the tower rush, right? He's going to be building yet another outpost here on the gold. Matt is completely goldless right now. He's starting to make some archers. Something that the Abbasid do have going for them in this position, despite not going up with the military wing for any sort of boot camp or the 2 spears and 2 archers. They will have the siege engineering upgrade already researched for them. So he can actually start to build a ram with just this 1 archer here. Maybe that's the plan for him. We see He's got enough wood in the bank to do so. Yeah, there it is. Ram going to be coming down for him. And Sassy's only got the 2 spears here. He hasn't over-invested here. Actually, in saying that, he's got another 2 spears somewhere on the map. Not exactly sure where. Am I just blind? No, there's only 2. Oh, no, they're in this outpost. Okay. Yeah, so he's got 2 in this outpost, 2 guarding up the villager here. Sassy's looking in a good spot, though. He's got this up. He's going up with the deer stone, so no sort of silver tree. I mean, yeah, definitely a wise decision here. You're not going to be able to get past this, and even if you did get past this, you have to deal with this. So, yeah, definitely a smart decision. Going with the deer stones. As we see now, Matters. 3 archers for him. 4 archers, in fact. Building another house. Looking to maybe get tier 1 golden age through. Definitely could be something worth grabbing here. But Matters, he's up to 5 archers. The ram has been completed now. And it's going to be on the way to start to destroy this outpost, which does have arrow slits coming through. But yeah, Matters, he's got a decent amount of archers here to where any spears pop out, he should just be able to shoot them. As long as he doesn't lose too many of the archers here from the fire of this outpost. Luckily, arrow slits has not come through quite yet, but still a lot of damage being put onto these archers. Archers now getting some good damage onto that villager, down to 18 HP. Both players currently sitting at an equal amount of villagers. So Sassy needs to be careful not to lose this one, but Matters going in for the dive. That villager goes down. Matters now ahead by 2 villagers, it seems. Maybe, both villagers. Oh, no. Okay, Matters, it seems like he's forgotten to make villagers. But that outpost goes down, and that's what's most important here for Matters. Ram sitting on quite a low HP, though. Villagers are going to be out to repair. Another production building going to get dropped down here for Matters. So, maybe looking to add in just a couple of spears. I honestly think you just make a couple more archers. Just for the range. The villagers here, we've got 3 of them, just repairing up the ram. Just taking their time with that. Keshik's now out for Sassy, though. Have a look at this. He's done a great job avoiding these wolves, by the way. Unless he's just walking straight past them. Maybe that is what he's looking to do. But Sassy dealing a lot of damage. Another archer going to be going down. Keshik's going to be going in for the charge once again. This ram taking quite a bit of damage, but you know, as long as that outpost goes down, Matters is going to be fine. He's got a couple spears out now as well, just the one. One is going to be enough here, I think. He's got TC fire as well, so I think he's going to be all right here. He's going to have the gold back in his control. And Matters is looking pretty safe once again. He lost a ram, but it's done what it needed to do. It found the value, and now Matters is going to be looking to jump onto that stone. It's not even looking for the gold. His priorities are with the stone, which makes sense. You went with the eco wing. You've got fertile crescent in. So, yeah, it definitely makes sense here. You want to be going for a second TC. Probably on the deer patch, maybe. I mean, yeah, I don't really know where else, to be honest. Maybe here. But, yeah, anywhere on the hill will do. Because I don't think you're going to be getting past any of these wolves anytime soon. We see here Sassy. Needs to be careful here with the spears. Wolves taking their time aggroing here, it seems. It does look like they will finally be aggroing onto the spears. I think we need some sort of mod for these wolves to make them like the old wolves and also make them a little bit faster. But like, look at the amount of wolves there are. They're actually going to be killing a few of the spears here. Sassy not paying attention here. It looks like the rest of the wolves are going to be retreating back though. So interestingly, they're not aggroing onto the other ones. And it looks like Sassy's cleaned the path here with his Keshiks. Honestly, Keshiks is smart. Oh, because they just regenerate HP, right? So they're not actually losing any HP, or not a lot of HP at least, because wolves don't do a lot of damage. So, you know, you're putting a lot of damage onto them, and you get that health back. So I love that decision here from Sassy. I think Mongols really, really smart move. Matt is going to be building a TC here. A couple villagers going to be going down. First villager, second villager. We see this villager count 3. Huge value right there for Sassy. You know, he lost 1 villager this game, but he's found that value back by killing 3 here. And it's delayed this TC as well a little bit. Mattis, he's up to 5 spears, so you can't really push this too much. And now this is what I'm thinking, if you're Sassy. With the Keshiks, do you now go about killing wolves to heal these bad boys up? You know, just take... Maybe get a scout and just take some damage from... you know, get the wolves to put the damage onto the scout while your Keshiks deal the damage to regenerate the HP. I don't know. I think that could be pretty smart. I think it could be pretty smart. But Sassy's adding in a second TC of his own. I like this a lot. Second TC coming through from him. Double archery range as well. We see here Sassy is going to be looking to attack the wolves. Yeah, okay. So he does get the HP back. Have a look at that. So he's trying his best here to just sort of regenerate some HP. He's taking quite a bit of damage from it though, but maybe it's not worth it. I don't know. It looks like he's regenerating a lot of HP, but he's also taking a lot of damage as well. So he's cleaning this up. But honestly, I think out of any unit here, the Keshiks is definitely the smartest decision. Because you just get that little bit of health back. You know, if these were horsemen, I feel like they'll be looking pretty low on HP. But Sassy, he's just walking about the place right now, killing these wolves. Look at this. He's definitely getting... This is definitely worth it. Look at this. The amount of health he gets on that, it's not huge. You know, it's nothing amazing. But it's still better than nothing. And, you know, if you're not losing anything by doing this, you may as well do it, right? You're also cleaning the path here. Matt is going for a third TC. That is one aggressive TC. He understands he needs the resources on the map because he doesn't have, you know, he doesn't have exactly this deer over here. So instead, just going to be building this TC here, going for the berries. Needs to build a mill, though. Very, very important that you... There we go. Honestly, in this position, I like it when players build it the other side here, just to make it a little bit more efficient, but you know, not the end of the world. Matt is also going to be building an outpost here, but the Keshiks going to be running in. Matt is going to be losing another villager here, possibly. Okay, manages to save them. Spears do come in. Clutch. Movement arrow comes through as well. Keshik. Not Keshik. Khan. Oh, the Khan. It goes down. It dies. For some reason, we didn't have the message pop up saying that the Khan had died, which kind of sad. But Keshiks as well as a few archers are here, just guarding this position. We see no players moved out yet for any sort of resources outside of the main base. Which, I mean, at this stage of the game, it's not really that surprising. But we'll have to see what players look to do later on, if they look to try and clear out some of these wolves or not. As we see, Sassy's on double TC. Matt is on 3 TC, so they're going to have a lot of builds very fast. Which means they're going to need to move outside of their base, because there's only limited resources in here, right? And this is where I would have thought the Chinese would have been a pretty good civilization, just because you can supervise stuff for the extra resources, right? You've effectively got an extra 20% of gold when playing the Chinese, and 20% stone, 20% wood. So I think the Chinese here could be a very good civilization. But then again, Abbasid with their cheap units, pretty good as well. Especially when Mattis looks to go towards the castle age, you know, get the boot camp upgrade in. Plus 15% to all archers, spears, any sort of ghoul arms that he makes. Composite bows, making his archers super damn good. Got agriculture in there as well. And then you've also got phalanx, which such a nice upgrade right there. Mattis is looking to drop down a blacksmith now. Scout needs to be careful here. Sheep gonna get killed there. Poor Mattis. Losing on a bit of food right there. Sassy now looking to go and try and kill some more wolves. Just looking to clean this up a little bit. We see he's really starting to regenerate a lot of HP onto these Keshiks. Honestly, I was hoping this map would be a little bit more chaotic when it came to the wolves. But, I mean, it's chaotic if Matt is, because, you know, he's stuck in the base right now. But for Sassy, he's like, oh, this is great. My Keshiks just regenerate HP. Oh, hell yeah. I'll take that. Honestly, I think Sassy, if he grabs his +1 ranged, +1 melee defense and melee attack, he'll get even more value from this. He'll be taking 1 less damage from wolves, and he'll be doing 1 more damage onto them. Which I don't think the +1 damage will do much, but the +1 defense will do quite a bit. But Stepper Out coming through now for Matters. Going to be looking for the gold landmark. I think that's smart. Although you don't have a lot of gold left here, but we did see earlier, Sassy did clean out one of these gold deposits. So, you know, he's gonna have a nice spot here where he can place it and gather from. So, yeah, I think the Separate Out is a good choice here. Just the standard. You don't have any trade going for you. So that's usually when we would see a landmark such as the Cruelty. But Mattis, for the time being, looks like he's wanting to push out. Sassy does reach that castle age. This is where we'll see, does Mattis look to go in for some damage now, or does he look to pull back and age himself? As we see, it looks like the spear's going to be falling back. Archers here for Sassy. Going to be guarding up the villagers on the berries, which he's used most of, to be fair. Matt is moving forward now. Needs to be careful, though. He hasn't got the spears with him. He's now pulling them, but the Keshik's coming in from the side. Mattis pulls back. Okay, he realizes Doesn't want to overextend here. Separate out, just going to be boosting up the gold hit from the for Sassy on the behind the base gold vein. Archers right now engaging onto the spears. Horseman going to be getting a nice dive here in for Matters. Sassy's got some men-at-arms out on the field just to tank a lot of the army here. But now Keshik's going to be running in, taking a huge hit from the spears though. Spears finding some good value there onto the Keshiks. Matters going to be walking forward now with the archers. He hasn't got enough army here to deal with this though. Have we got veterancy upgrades in? No veterancy upgrades in yet for anything here. But the men-at-arms, I think, are going to be enough to push this one back. Keshik's going to be going down, though. Huge value there for Matters. Taking out three Keshiks. More Keshiks going to be running in, taking out the horsemen. But it's just the men-at-arms. You can't deal with the men-at-arms in H2 as the Abbasid unless you get out some camel riders. Or camel archers. Which Matters currently does not have. And it looks like Matters might be in a little bit of a sticky situation at the moment. We see Aristotle's coming through on the outpost. Matters, he's not, I mean, he's sort of near aging, but Abbasid, they can't rush up their landmark. It's going to be a long time before he gets up that age up and can start to pump out some crossbow. But it looks like he's going to be committing towards that age up. I'm surprised we didn't see camel archers coming out from him, to be honest. Just a couple camel archers in here can do so much damage onto men-at-arms, especially with Sassy. Actually, to be fair, he has got his +2 range defense, so yeah, maybe not. But camel riders, or camel archers, sorry, it's still going to be doing a load of damage here towards men-at-arms. But Matters, huge amount of idle time right now. 27 villagers currently idle. Military wing is coming through for him. Sassy just finding quite a few raids at the moment, though. Plenty of villager kills coming through from him. That +2 range defense means that Matters here just isn't doing a lot of damage towards these men-at-arms. He's got his +1 ranged attack through. But still, not a lot of damage coming through from these TCs. We see here the amount of value that Matters is getting, or sorry, the amount of value that Sassy is getting right here is absolutely huge. That military wing is slowly but surely coming through, but we got a minute left till that comes through. He will get the 2 camel riders upon the age up, which should be able to help out here up against Keshiks and men-at-arms. But it's still so long, right? A minute away. The amount of value that Sassy is finding right here with the amount of men-at-arms is absolutely huge. Now, it may only look like 12 idle villagers here for Matters, but he's got more because a load of them are just walking about right now. Like, look at all these vills. They're just on the walkabouts. Matters is spamming down some archery ranges, probably for the crossbows. Honestly, these men-at-arms, look at the mass coming through now from Sassy. It is a huge amount. Sassy, despite only being on 2 TCs, he's ahead. Well, sorry, he's not actually ahead, but he's not behind by that much. Right, Matters has been on 3 TCs for a long time. Fresh food stuffs he's had as well. And Sassy looking in such a good spot. I mean, look at the amount of men-at-arms. Matters finally is going to be reaching that castle age. But we got rams already coming through for Sassy. That's going to be a dead TC. He might be able to get a second TC here as well. We've only got, I think, 5 archery ranges through for Matters. Which, alright, we're back. We had a little bit of a crash right there once again. Can sometimes happen. It's been happening quite a bit recently. I think it's because Matters reached the castle age. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying. We've been having quite a lot of crashes upon age ups recently. Just the AoE 4 being AoE 4. Hopefully it'll get fixed soon, but for the time being, we're just going to have to roll with it. So apologies there for a bit of a cut in the video. But Sassy, he's still putting on a lot of pressure here. He's building up a second ram now. That first TC did go down for Matters, which is really nice here for Sassy. We see he's going to be grabbing that boar as well. We've got a little lone wolf over here. We've still got a load of wolves over here for Sassy. He's going to be grabbing the boar. So he's got some good food sources. Honestly, Sassy's looking in a really good spot here. He's now going to be sending the rams towards the TC. Matters pulling in the build. Does he have textiles? He does have textiles through. Okay, that's good at least. He's got textiles. And now we see the subscribe pop up once again. You know you got to subscribe when it comes up twice. But Sassy, I mean, look at the mass he's got here. It's a huge amount of men-at-arms. How many crossbows do we have here for Matters? He's only got the 3. 3 crossbows. That's rough. And we see the Khan goes down as well. So Sassy at this point has got to be thinking GG. I think that meme's dead, I'll be honest. But Sassy, he's got a huge amount of men-at-arms here. The amount of value he's finding from this is huge when it comes to eco kills. Mattis, I think, will be able to hold. He's starting to add in plenty more crossbow now. He's up to 4. I guess it's not plenty more, but still. Plenty of archers in here as well. So I think Sassy is going to get shot down here, but just the eco kills. The eco kills are way too huge. Mattis down to 60 bills. 3 town centers, and he's down to 57, 56. Compared to the 81 of Sassy. He's not even reacting here with the bills. He's just letting them die. He's not, you know, you can stick these in the TC matters, you know. That's what this little thing here's for. Stick them in the TC matters, please. I beg. But Sassy's making use of the map now. He's moved out a little bit. Making use of the boar, berries, the deer, the gold. And he's got a nice stream of units coming through. But this is the problem for Mattis right now. He can't evacuate from the base because he hasn't looked to take out any of these deer, right? He's just walled this up and walled this up, which, I mean, I don't know how Sassy's going to get through here without taking damage from the wolves, but it does look like Mattis is able to hold with 40 villagers remaining. We've had 71 villager kills this game from Sassy. Sassy. Oh my goodness. He's in a crazy lead right now. I mean, and the problem is for Mattis, he hasn't killed any of these wolves. He's not able to move outside of the base, you know. When he runs out of this wood line here, he's got this little bit left here. But then he has to start to move out, and he doesn't have much of an army at the moment to deal with these wolves. And he doesn't want to move them away from the front of the base. So this is what makes this map really interesting, right, with all of these wolves. You have to think about pre-planning about taking these guys out, like Sassy's done here. Like, he went around these. He's killed some over here, as I do believe there was some here, I think. So, yeah, he's done a good job here pre-planning. Sassy, he's on the retreat now. Mattis, he's up to a decent number here of crossbows, and I think that's what Sassy's a little bit scared about here. But Mattis behind this, adding in that third TC back. He understands he needs to get these villagers back in action, right? That's your only way of getting back into this. And, yeah, I mean, I guess you do have fresh food stuff, so you're not going to be paying quite as much for your villagers on 3 TC. Honestly, I think at this point, Mattis, you just got 4 TC. You need to get the vill count back. Sassy, he's been on 2 TC, which I don't think Mattis is countering in here, right? Maybe if Sassy was on 1 TC and Mattis is now still on 3 TC, things would be looking a little bit different. But Mattis is looking a bit rough. It's looking a bit rough, but crossbow count's looking decent. He's able to take out a lot of the army here for Sassy. Archer's going to become a bit of a problem. Maybe we see some sort of mangonel coming through from Mattis. I think a mangonel here will be really nice, as we see. Hey, he's moving out now for the gold here. He's run out of gold in the base. So luckily for Mattis, still has access to this without any of the wolves being any issues. And look at this, Sassy. Look at the amount of wolves following him right now. Oh, okay. We need to get a mod for these wolves to where they like stay following like they did in, I can't remember when they changed it. I think it must have been like season 3. But basically they used to just keep on following you. But Mattis, he's still got the camel riders here. Honestly, I think just going camel riders here honestly can be a good decision. They've been buffed in the most recent patch. So 160 food, 30 wood, 30 gold. It's still expensive, but it's not exactly a knight. And in this position here, I feel like they'll do pretty well. Because they do really well up against horsemen, obviously. Still counter archers. And actually do decent damage versus men-at-arms just because of the high attack that they do. Look at that, 14 attack. It's a lot of damage. Compared to like something like a golem or a, you know, like a spear. So I think just massing these guys up could work. But Matt is still going very heavy on the archers. Has he got composite bows? He does. So composite bows is through for him. Needs to be careful here, though. We see army value for Sassy quite significantly ahead now. Up by around 2,000. Matt is still making use of the gold over here. Grabbing himself the +2 range defense. I feel like we need some sort of keep over here. But Matt he's only got 200 stone left in the bank. And he can't exactly move out for any sort of stone for the time being without dealing with these. As we do actually see Sassy lost the Keshik over here to the wolves. A little bit unfortunate, but I hear a mangonel. There it is. A mangonel is out. Maybe Mattis has forgotten he can just make them with his army. So it's going to be taking a little while to make it to over here, as Sassy now going to be engaging here, going to be losing more villagers here. Look at the wolves. The wolves getting in on the action here as well, dealing some damage here. This is actually helping out Matters. I mean, if you took that fight there, well, Sassy was still back here, you'd have a load of wolves helping you out here. But the Mangonel now here, dealing some huge damage. This is what Matters needs. He needs to get some good Mangonel shots. Oh, a huge Mangonel shot. But Sassy's got the Mangonel out. Matters, is he going to look to dive this with what he's got? He honestly just pulled the vills. Yeah, there it is. It's going to be going down, though. And there it is. The Sprungle goes down. Exactly what Matters needs right now. Pulling that Mangonel back into action. He's slowly recovering when it comes to his eco. See, 71 versus 106. Matters needs to hold for as long as he possibly can. But he's been pushed off the gold once again. And this is a big, big issue for him. As we see, that stone does all get gobbled up. And it looks like Matters is actually going to be able to find himself a stone. I'm not sure how I missed this stone. But it's still in a risky position, right? You're up against quite a bit of army here from Sassy. I'm sure he's looking to push into this position very, very soon. But Sassy looking in a commanding position right now. Look at the amount... Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Vill's looking to get in on the action here, just taking out the wolves. This is actually quite smart from Sassy. He's doing it very slowly. Okay, may be finding a little bit of an issue now, though. Wolves getting in on the action. We see Matters up to 2 Mangonels now. Yeah, I think at a mass like this, especially with textiles in, the wolves don't achieve too much here. Because Sassy's just got, 18 villagers here with textiles in, with their survival techniques as well. But yeah, these guys don't stand much of a chance. But Matters now going for the keep drop. How many vills has he got? 35 vills. That's a lot. That's like half of his eco right here, building this keep. Does Sassy realize, though? Let's take a quick look. He does spot it out. Sassy, are you going to be diving that? I think he's waiting for siege. He's waiting for the Springwood. He doesn't have population. He's max pop right now. Mangonel shots coming through. Miss everything right there. Villagers hopping inside of the keep. Other one's going to be just sitting on the back line here. They're going to be getting on the action now as well. Huge amount of army here for Sassy. Mangonel's going to be able to get some good shots off here, though. They should at least. Springwood on the back line isn't focusing down the Mangonels, though. Matters finding a lot of value here with these Mangonels. But Horseman coming in from the back line here from Sassy. Going to be looking to dive onto those Mangonels villagers in here as well. Sassy taking out so many villagers this game. Almost 90 villagers lost for Matters this game. The army gets completely obliterated for Matters. Sassy's still up to a huge amount here. And now we've got Rams in the queue for Sassy, looking to target down this keep. I mean, Matters, he's somewhat held on here. And the keep's going to be helping out massively, but Sassy's still looking in such a good spot. With the eco behind this, he can just pump out units. Plenty of gold in the bank as well, to where, he can just spam out high-value units. Spam out some men-at-arms, some crossbow. And so many villagers going down here for Matters. He's down to 70 villagers. He's lost almost 100 vills this game. Kind of crazy, kind of crazy. Matters trying to pull... Oh, huge Mangonel shots. He's trying to take out the Rams here. But we got a Mangonel out for Matters. Or for Sassy, sorry. And we see the vills. 105 villager kills this game. I don't see any way Matters is coming back into this. So if you did enjoy this Carthage game, consider subscribing, consider leaving a like, consider becoming a member. We got some crazy stuff for members only, as we got like 30 Relic Arabia, which was pretty bonkers. That was actually kind of crazy. We got Battle Royale over there. We got like other crazy stuff. So check it out. Consider becoming a member. It costs less than a Twitch subscription. So I highly recommend checking it out, as we do see Matters is losing so much eco right here. Yeah, this is definitely the end of the game. He's trying his best to just stick in it as much as he possibly can, but there's no hope up against Sassy on 2TC here. Still on 120 vills. He's got the map control now, which Matters hasn't done here with the wolves. And that keep will be going down as well. So consider liking, subscribing, whatever you want to do. Let me know what you thought of this map down in the comments. And I think that's about it. I don't see Matters sticking in this one much longer. I mean, Matters is finding some value here from the Springles, but it's like, yeah, I don't think you're coming back with a third of the economy that Sassy has as that keep. I mean, Yeah, the remaining builds for Matters are actually on the front line here, keeping this keep alive. And Sassy with the Mangonel is going to be looking to take out more and more eco. I'm not sure why Matters is sticking in this. He's floating 2,000 food right now. Like, I have no clue what the plan is. And behind this, Sassy is picking up the sacred sites. He understands, like, okay, yeah, maybe going for a sacred site victory here. Just to put pressure onto Matters is probably the right call. As we see, Matters, he's down to 55 villas, 125 villager kills. Sassy's only lost 4 villagers this game, which is kind of crazy to think about. And that keep will be going down. And with it, GG gets called. What a game. If you did enjoy, give a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.